There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys winners in the season opener, but haven't won a single game since. Hoping to change that here. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys ready to show out. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time for the Bears offense to take the field. Their QB, big strides in 2025, hoping to establish himself as one of the best in the league this season. The former Heisman winner, Caleb Williams.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard, fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. Here comes the Bears punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Love.
At the 40-yard line.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Packers first down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another.
Now Love.
First down.
It finds his receiver, Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another. Packers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Trey Smack now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. The numbers for Swift in last week's ball game: 11 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears take over. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Play action. Now Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted.
Following the interception, Love. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Love from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the carry. Brought down back at the 32.
Love now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Trey Smack on for the Packer field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Trey Smack on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 34.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Chicago.
To throw, it's Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Williams pass.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd
It's a gain
down.
of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At their 48-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Throwing is Williams. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze.
Williams pass.
From the 38 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, here's Williams. Oh, Dunze wide open. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Back to the running game with Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Santos' kick is up and through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing. Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Jalen Johnson on the cover.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
10 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
The 49-yard line.
They'll get this out to Kamara. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
7-yard gain. That's another.
Play action this time with Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. To throw now, here's Love. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Snap now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bears first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
Looking to throw. Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
second and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Throw out wide is incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Here's Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A 52-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. He's got it at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Smack now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Packers
pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings
to the air, Williams.
At the 28-yard line.
Pass complete to Odunze. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It was a short one caught by Loveland. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Second and 4. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5. And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down. Bears.
Throwing is Williams. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. he's got it to make it 27-13.
Makes the score Packers 27.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on Indianapolis. And how about a big play from the Colts defense? They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Colts continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Ashton Genty. He's going to find a seam and take it in, 9 yards on the score. The Raiders get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. Lastly, after some debate here internally, we've settled on our Impact Player of the Week. It is this man. And this is Omar Cooper Jr. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Jets do, however, wind up falling in this one. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. That went out wide and intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw, Williams. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they can't bring him down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6.
On the stop. A gain of 4. It's now
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Smack now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
working out of the gun, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Burden. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
1st down, Bears.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Wide open receiver complete.
Williams pass.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
A pitch out to Swift here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Colston Loveland, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score, Packers.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Tyler Gordon on the coverage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Counter play with Jacobs. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Love from the gun on third down. And he is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Lynch on the tackle.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Trey Smack on for the Packer field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Bears first down.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 14.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass caught by Burden. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
First down, Chicago.
Play action. Now Williams. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Number 84, Colston Loveland. A gain of 6
To the air, Williams. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Packers.
On play action. Love to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed.
Complete.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A 7-yard gain. And the Packers first down.
Play fake. Here's Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Packers.
They go bootleg. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 23.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Intercepted.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the
This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the
to throw, it's Williams.
Second and 6.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 47.
To throw once more, here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
To throw, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throw caught by Raymond.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Johnson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Down by Vaughn Miller. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Love's pass.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Packers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.